Welcome to Lahave, Nova Scotia. This is the Lahave Bakery, parent company of Homegrown Skateboards. We'll show you around. Basically, it's an old shipping warehouse from 1896. Down here is where we make the bread. Bacon bread. Surprise! So I started skating with my buddies in early 90s, like 92, 93. And there was space that wasn't being used by the bakery. And pretty quickly we realized the value in building ramps indoors and kept her going. This is one of the spaces. We used to have ramps in here. Now we use it as a venue for music and other stuff, but I used to have a whole street course set up in here. Welcome to the homegrown level. So this is our workshop side. We make all the decks from scratch here. Start with our veneers. Printing t-shirts. There's our presses back there. So this is where we press our decks, and we use only hard rock maple grown in the Maritimes. And basically there's 7 layers every board. We've got our top sheets, our core sheets. These are the cross grains that make it strong. So we organize all the layers and trim it all to fit our mold and our press. Glue it all here and we slide it down. And while we're prepping one board, there's always one in here. So everyone gets laminated in here. And from there we get into drilling in the shaping booth. And then this thing slides on a bearing that I found at the old Michelin tire plant. So it slides in. Get this going here. So that's how it works. You lock in your different wheelbases here. So here we are in my shaping booth here, where we take our blank skateboards and we pick what shapes we want. We've got all our templates, and I'll show you how it's done. The roundover stage, where we take the edge of the board and give it a nice rounded bevel. So this is the room where we do all our spraying of our paint and our lacquer, and we also do our silk screening here. We've got some decks here that were just printed recently. Nova Scotia map deck. Good to go. So on the other side of our workshop here, we have our skate shop and our bowl. So this shop has been open since about 96, 97. And it's changed around a couple times, and we've had different ramps. When we were younger, we had mini ramps at the back here, and I'll show you the bowl as it is now. Basically, we're standing over the ocean here. We've got a 4.5 foot and escalation into a 6 foot. Concrete pool block all around the back. Super fun ramp. guess what first got me into making boards was being like 15, 16 years old, and like it cost so much money to save up, and like everybody would like meter out their boards till they were like super sharp tails, you know. And I thought, hey, why not give it a try and see like how hard it is. Also, I found out around that same time when I was pretty young that all the good skateboards were made with Canadian maple, and I found out that some of this really good quality maple was like a 5-6 hour drive away, and that really inspired me to try and see what we could make. Usually Toronto Boards starts with a cool concept or like artwork or some project that's going on within the skate community, and then from there I'll take that idea and hone down like who should be designing the art, who's actually going to be riding them, and like what style to shape it. And then as much as possible I get the artists involved with the process, and that's usually where it goes. There's usually a couple months leading up to it where we plan it all out and make sure that we like it, and then we make the boards specifically for that run of decks. Geez, like as teenagers, we were up here, there was like missing parts of the roof, no windows, no power, like pigeons flying around, pretty crazy, but we were like 14, 15, so we didn't care. So it kind of evolved slowly from that into hosting shows, and I used to do a lot of that, having bands play here and just doing like official skate nights on the weekend. And then the shop itself opened, I registered the name Homegrown Skateboards in '96. So basically from '96 on, it's just kind of built up slowly. I guess the most unique thing I think is that we're actually doing it, like as far as from the cradle to the grave, so to speak, with the skateboard. Like the fact that I go and I pick my own veneer, you know, and plan it all out right from the very beginning, almost from the tree, is pretty rare in this day and age. Usually that's separated from the skate community, and we're all still skateboarders that shape the boards and print the boards and ride them, and I think that's really unique. And also that you can come in here as a customer and you can make a left right into the workshop, and you could catch us at any process on any day, and we share that experience. Or you can make a right and come in here and just check out the ramp or the shop. And I haven't really found anything like that in my travels, and so it's reminding me like it should be provided, you know.